Well, hello. I am Layman Kingsford, and this is a special edition of Game Speak, where instead of Game Speak, I game play. Last night on our live stream, Lulu and I played Red Rising, a game I really like, and I've been reading the books, so I feel even extra uh, attached to the game just because the theme is now more, and characters are so much more familiar to me. But we had technical difficulties with, as you can see up at this camera again last night. So I wanted to do another live stream, test it out. I updated its software. Maybe that'll fix it. Mostly it works just fine when I do this by myself. As soon as Lulu shows up, it goes on the fritz. So anyway, this is kind of a trial run, test run of camera, see if it sustains itself, and get a little redeeming game of Red Rising, because I did lose to Lulu, oh, which is totally fine. But I wanted to. I've also not had a chance to try the solo variant of this game, so I thought, hey, we'll play it. We'll talk about it. Talk our way through it. Play this all by my little lonesome, which is totally fine. Super fun. I'm going to be keeping an eye on this stuff, so if anybody happens to pop in and chat, be patient. I'll try to remember to check in with you. Switch. So there we go. It's in focus this time, and it doesn't have that weird, overly green cast to it. So far, hey. I got the glare okay. Used okay. Anyway, so I've got the game set up solo. So there's this deck of cards that'll be drawn that gives us just automatically where the automa places cards and takes cards. Otherwise, for the most part, for me, especially for me as the player, also goes just the same as usual. Nothing overly exciting. So, without further ado, there we go. Look at that. It's even focusing better on the cards this time. I have no idea what the problem was, so we're going to see. Anyway, so I've got the Hollow Designer and the Hollow Host, which conveniently the Hollow Designer is worth an additional 28 points on top of their 7 if it's with a violet, which look, the Hollow Host is a violet. It's worth an additional 18 points if I have the most influence on the Institute. We're tied for it at the end of the game. Cool. So I'm probably looking to hold on to these right now, early game. I've got Victra and Severo, which, having read the books, my guess is, hey, they probably want to be together. Because it says Victra's picture on it, that has Severo's picture on it. Yes, in fact, Victra gets additional 10 points if she has Severo, if she is with Severo, and he gets 20 points if he's with Victra, or the Howlers or a red. She also gets 10 points if she's with the Howlers. Kind of looking for the Howlers, which they're not out on the board currently. Then I've got this Mod Job, a brown. He's worth an additional 5 points for each red and brown, including himself, that I have in my hand at the end of the game. There's a couple reds on the board, but they're already buried. Don't know if I can get to them, so we shall see. Just going to check real quick. Whoops. That's not what I wanted, but that's okay. All right. Well, I think... There we go. I'm going to make sure weird stuff isn't happening. Okay, so randomly just I'll go first. Because I don't immediately have anything with me right now where I can randomly decide who goes first. I'm playing House Jupiter, which whenever I gain the Sovereign token, I get to advance one on the fleet tracks. Right now, I'm kind of looking like, especially if I'm holding on to this dude for the Hollow Host, kind of going to go for the influence and the fleet track maybe. So I think I'm going to get rid of Mod Job first off. When deployed, he's directly deployed on top of a red or a brown, which currently cannot do. I can deploy that card to the top of another deck, so I'd get a double trigger. Oh, that'd be kind of nice. Maybe I kind of want to hold on to that. I kind of don't want anything right now that's out here. Oh, the Pax is always tempting because it's worth a bunch of points. The Pax, the blue card, the blue ship. But Don't know. Don't know. What do I do? Because I could always just, I want to say quest. It's not quest. I could always scout and just take random card from the top, or place a random card from the top. Oh no, but I need to take something because I want to, my whole idea was I want to uncover one of these reds. Deanna or Harmony. Harmony's good only if I have reds, pinks, and browns. Kind of don't want her. So maybe if I take, Deanna could get covered right back up. She's good if with another red. All right, so I want fleet. I want influence, which gives me fleet. So I'm gonna put, no wait, what am I gonna do? Go ahead. Yep, sorry. Coming in from the outside. Sorry. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. There's nothing there. Oh, actually, there was somebody there briefly, right as you came in and disturbed the whole scene. That's okay. So I think I'm gonna actually get rid of the hollow host. Put that down here. Oh, when he triggers, or when he gets deployed, if you have more influence on the institute than another player, which I don't. And one thing I forgot in setup, it may is just 3 random colors from some other house get placed on there. Which really only sort of factors in at the end for scoring. Which I don't currently have, so I gain 2 cards. Yeah, so he doesn't really do anything for me. Just gonna put him there. I'm going to take. Oh no, I want the packs. Which, if with Darrow, Severo. Oh, I have Severo. Yep. Orion or Virga or Pellis, I get an additional 15. So actually, I hadn't read it, but I really do want that because that pairs up with Severo, which pairs up with Victra, which Victra back pairs with Severo. So actually, that's really, really good. I did that, I've uncovered that red, triggering Mars, which gives me a helium, and that is my turn. So now, how the Automa works is they get 2 cards out. One, I'm just going to do it this way. I'm going to move these, whoops, over here, so you can see those a little better. 1, 2. We'll do this top card first. Oops, upside down. So what happens is it does its top line, because let me double check here. When you play, so I draw 2 cards, and for each of them, I do their pink line, their green line, and then any extra stuff on the white if needed. So it kind of gets two things done. So I guess maybe this is sort of like depicting as if it's a 3-player game, I guess, a little bit. Which cool. All right, so we'll do this top one first. It deploys to Mars, which is, I believe, how this works. So it deploys a card. Oh, it's always from the top here to Mars, which sadly covers up what I was uncovering to try to get. That's exactly what I didn't want. They pick up from A. So they take Jaffo, goes over there. The star means it gets a thing if, let me double check on that. Star, gain bonus from character's location. So it did. So it gets a thing on the influence on the institute. And that's it for that one. The next up, it deploys to A again, or to A this time. Oh no, sorry, it deploys. Oh no, it does. It deploys to A, so covers up Harmony. The other red I could have gotten, didn't really want. It picks up from Jupiter, I guess. Yep. So it picks up from there. And nothing special at the bottom there. And that's their turn. Hopefully I'm doing this right. I think I am. Watched a little tutorial video beforehand. and skim the rules. So theoretically, I'm doing this okay. If not, we'll call it the Cheeky Dingo variant. Back to my turn. So now my reds are covered up. But there is, nope, he's a copper. There's no brown. There's nothing I really wanted to trigger. Trigger this. I think I'm going to have to sacrifice that. Still kind of early. I've only got one helium. So I don't really know which two things I'm going for end of the game. But I could get the Hollow Host back, which helps with triggering Hollow Designer. So maybe I do that. Maybe I just sort of sacrifice Mod Job. So even though I won't get the double deploy, because he's not getting put down on top of a red or a brown, I think I'll put him over there on Jupiter. Don't get the thingy from it. But then I can pick up Hollow Host to get it back. Sort of pairs up with my Hollow Designer. I get the Sovereign token, which means I go up one on the fleet track. I like that. That's my turn. I do believe. So currently they're kind of looking like maybe I'm doing helium and fleet. What's happening over here? A. So it deploys to the Institute. Oh, there's another Violet, the Vlogger. Potentially good for me. If you are the furthest on the fleet track or tied for it, it's an additional 23 points. Seems kind of tasty. Picks up from C, which is Jupiter. So he takes Mod Job. Gets a star effect, so they go up on the fleet track. And that card is done. Next up, they deploy. The deploys never trigger for the automated thing. Deploys to Luna. Ugly Dan goes to Luna. Picks up from A. So picks up that Blogger. Okie doke. Star effect. So the Institute goes up there again. Urgh. I'm feeling left behind on the Institute, but that's okay. It's my turn. I still don't have anything I really want to get rid of. There's no Violets out there to replace the Hollow Host. Does Lysander do? If I have the Sovereign token at the end of the game, Octavia or Cassius, he's worth additional 20 points. Don't have Octavia or Cassius, so he's not looking so tasty. Ugly Dan is good. If I have for every red and brown on all locations. Currently, there's 2 reds out. There was a brown. They're gonna probably stay buried. So I don't know. It's looking kind of good. What does this stock broker do? For each helium, maybe I'm going for helium. I'd get 5 additional points. Yeah, I think I kind of want that. That would put me up on the fleet track. So what am I going to get rid of? I don't really want to get rid of anything. But I think it's that Hollow Host again, because it goes there. If you have more influence, which I don't, so once again, he doesn't trigger. But I'm going to take the stockbroker so that I go up on the fleet track for taking from Jupiter. And that's it. I don't know why I keep checking in. It's not really going to be anybody. Back to, oops, the Automa. And that was done. 2 cards. So it deploys somebody to B, which is Mars. Picks up from Luna, so it picks up that Ugly Dan. Gets a star effect, so Luna, it takes the Sovereign token from me. Nothing else happens, I do believe. Then it deploys somebody to Jupiter. Yay, refills Jupiter. Oh, it's another silver. The banker. The banker. He's such a cranker. Cranky cranker. So it deployed to Jupiter. picks up from A, which is the Institute. Oh, there goes my hollow host. Not getting him back. Star effect from the Institute. I am... This seems like it's challenging. It gets 2 moves out to my 1. Seems a little unfair, but that's okay. Back to my turn. The banker. Put the bank, or no, the stockbroker, sorry. If I put the stockbroker back out, if I deploy them, I may lose 1 influence from the Institute. If you do, gain 2 helium. I don't have any on the Institute to lose. Get another fleet. Oh, I kind of want, if I do Luna, gives me that back, goes me up on the fleet track. So I can sort of, do I want Aja? Aja's okay. She gets extra points if with Octavia. Which currently a little better than the stockbroker. So I think I'll put the stockbroker out. Put them right back. Their triggering doesn't do anything. Just pick up Aja. Get that back. Which triggers my special ability, which I go up on the fleet track to 3. Then I'd need helium. I feel like I can't accomplish a whole lot. I don't know. But I do say this seems to work pretty smoothly. Oh, that's gone. So now back to their double turn. Deploy somebody to Luna. Oh, there's the Quietus. Another big ship. They pick up from B. So they take this green away. Star effect from Mars, they get a helium. And here they deploy somebody to Jupiter. Covers that up. Pick up from B. Oh, they get, oh, all of a sudden that red becomes available. Oh, but I don't think I have the one that triggers off of that. Pick up from B and the star, so they get that. So they have 2 there, 2 helium, 1 on fleet, 3 on influence. Okay, well, back to me. Who was that who wanted the red? I think that's gone. Out. Yep. That was it. Oh. Back to Aja. I think I'm going to, when she gets deployed, choose an opponent, they banish one of their cards, then banish Aja. It's okay. I'm going to put Aja down on Luna. Whenever they banish, whenever the Automa banishes 1, goes from the bottom, and then Aja gets banished, and so I can't pick from Luna, but that's okay because I was picking up Deanna from the red, and that's good. And so by getting the red, I get another helium. So I'm 2 helium, 3 fleet. All right. Feel like I'm doing all right. Doing sort of okay. Back to the Automa. They're deploying to Mars, which is good, because I just emptied Mars with a stained. They pick up from D. Oh no, they get the Quietus. Oh well. Star. All these have stars. I really feel like that's unfair. Luna, which they take that back. That's okay, that doesn't really help them significantly. Yeah, now they deploy to D, which is Luna. Oh, there's a red. There's Arliss. Did I want Arliss? I feel like Arliss was a name that I was looking for. It is not. Still kind of want a violet if I'm going to hold on to the Hollow Designer. That may be my next sacrifice. If I can get another red, Deanna gets, it's good. Ooh, I don't know. Anyway, so what was that? They deployed to D. They pick up from the Institute. So they're picking up Lysander. And the star, so they trigger the Institute. They're 4 out of 7 for them there. Back to me. So now, again, there's no violet out. So all of a sudden, I think my Hollow Designer becomes sacrificial. The thing is, do I want No, I don't want Harmony because she's only good with pinks, reds, browns, and obsidians. Arliss is worth additional points if with no golds, but I have 2 golds in my hand, so he's not a good looking red for me to take. So maybe I hold on to her. Maybe I get rid of Deanna. When I deploy her, I get 1 helium. So I'm going to go to the Institute. When I deploy her, I get a helium. So now 3 there and 3 on the fleet track. That went away. I pick somebody up. Let's look at the Stained. Maybe I can get another helium. The Stained is an assassin. He gets played. He banishes another card from this location. If it's an obsidian, I gain an influence on the Institute. Oh, and he's another 15 points if my only obsidian. Yep, taking him. Look no further, folks. So I took that from Mars. Oh, yeah, from Mars, so I get another helium. So now I'm at 4 and 3. All right. Maybe I was feeling erroneous about the favoritism of this double move here. Speaking of which, it's their turn. They deploy something. It's like every time I empty out a space, it happens to deploy there. So it deploys to B, picks up from Jupiter, so they pick up Trig, and Star Effect, so Jupiter moves them up 1, so they are 2 on the fleet. Then they deploy to A, which is the Institute. Ooh, Dr. Virani. She good? At the end of the game. Let's see. At the end of the game, if you gain any number of these, oh, it's after banished cards. Yeah. Not really going to worry about that one, I don't think. So it deploys to A, picks up from Mars, so they pick up that CEO, and nothing else. Cool. My turn. So let me finish that thought. So when she deploys, if we deploy her on Mars, I reveal the top 2 cards of the deck and place them under this card in any order. And then at the end of the game, I may gain any number of those banished, of these banished cards. If Victra, Severo, Fitchner, and any reds, you may gain any number of them and any reds. Oh wow. I have Severo and Victra in my hand. Not likely to get banished. I'm not doing a whole lot of banishing of reds so far. I feel like last night we were banishing a lot of stuff. This game, not so much. But now I still don't have anything when I get. Well, no, I do kind of want to get rid of Hollow Designer because I'm not likely to get Violet out. So my turn is if deployed on Luna, the top 2 cards of the reveal the top 2 cards of the deck and place them under this card in any order. All right, fine. I will put her on Luna. The Grav Boot Cobbler in orange and Theodora pink. If with a gold or red, but not both. She's an extra 14 points. He's good if with gold or gray. An additional 14 points. I have gold, so that would trigger both of them. Don't currently have a red, so both would be good to have. Gain a gold or a gray from this location if you do end your turn. When she gets deployed, you may move the bottom card of this location to the top. And if it's a gold or a red, you gain it. So they're both good at, when they deploy, they auto-gain a card in that location. But sort of leave that. Oh, I've been doing something wrong. Oh, that time when they received this token, they should have had, because that's happened twice. I think they get this bonus, which is the Mars bonus. Hey, they're at 4. They're 4, 4, and 2. Erg. Oh, so what I was forgetting, folks, is that Luna gives you an effect, gives the Automa an effect for when they gain this. And in this particular game, it is helium. So you pick up one of these 2 or a random. You know what? I don't think I really want her because I don't think a lot of reds are going to be banished. He was good for each. Oh, I am kind of going for helium. So maybe I do want him. Oh, I think I will. I'm going to take the stockbroker back. So he gets 5 points for each helium, maximum of 25. And by taking from Jupiter, I go up 1 there. So there we go. Stockbroker back to my hand. He's bouncing in and out. Cool. Back to the automated opponent. Deploys to B, which is the empty zone. Nice. Oh, there's Timony. Timony Shrew. Picks up from the Institute, so they get that Dr. Virany. No star effect. So next one deploys to D, which is Luna, the online gambler. Picks up from C, which is the banker. Empties that out and nothing else. Alrighty. Ready. But now what do I do? I keep him because he's my only obsidian. Keep these 3 because it's kind of like my sacrificial one is the stockbroker. Or I can just hold on to all of this and just put out a random card. Because when you scout, where is it? When you scout, you just place a random card and get that location's bonus. Oh, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. Put out a rando. Oh, it's Darrow. Main character Darrow. Point of view character Darrow. Put him there, so I go up to 5. All right. And 5 and 4. Feeling like I'm have a possibility of doing something. Like winning. But then there's the whole scoring at the end, so you never know. All right, back to them. This goes nice and quickly. That's for sure. It deploys to C, which is Jupiter. Ooh, it's an artisan chef. Picks up from B, which was that Timony, and it banishes a card, which I believe, if I remember correctly, comes from the bottom there. Say if it's a red, I'll be irritated. If it's not, it's a yellow. It's a hypnotist. Then move this up. Deploys to B, which is good because they just emptied it. It picks, they pick it up from B. Irritating to me. And then they get that effect, which is a helium. So they are 5 helium, 2 fleet, 4 institute. Alrighty. Still in it. So now back to me. Like stockbroker, gets deployed. You may lose 1 influence from the Institute, which I still have 0. Kinda don't. I'm just gonna sit tight again. I'm not sure it's the smartest move. What does this green do? Let me look. Name 3 colors. Reveal the top card of the deck. If it matches a color you named, gain it and banish this card. Otherwise, banish the revealed card. Oh, reveal just the top card. So that would be a way to increase my hand, I suppose. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, yeah, it is, because it doesn't end my turn. I don't know. Does that outweigh potentially having an additional 25 points from my helium from him? I don't know. At the end of the game, that online gambler, name 1 non-gold color, reveals 7 cards from it. Yeah. The artisan chef, what does he do? He's an additional 5 for each gold. Ignore any lost points from golds. Oh, interesting. So right now he'd be worth an additional 10 points, plus 10. He's deployed, he goes directly on top of a gold. If he does, move that gold to the top of another location and place 1 influence on the Institute. I don't know. That doesn't outweigh anything else. So I'm just going to have to scout again. I'm going to do the Mars thing. Ooh. Garden Trained Rose. She's 14 extra points if with a silver. I do have a silver. I don't have a way to gain extra cards right now. Anyway, then I gain that location, so I'm at 5. I'm at 5 and 5. Just need 2 more of each of those. Oh. All right. These last 2 here. the automa before we reshuffle. They deploy to A, which is the Institute. They pick up from A. So that goes there, and they banish a card. Banish the bottom card. Excellent. And they deploy to C, which is, I've covered it up, is Jupiter. Pick up from D. Oh, well, there goes the gambler. And then nothing else. So what we have to do here, take the 4 cards we set aside, shuffle all these up, set aside 4 cards again, so that there's potential of some things that we saw before are gone, some things we hadn't seen this time through the deck are now included. 1, 2, 3, 4. And back there. Cool. Back to my turn. Really want to gain another card. I don't have any way to do it. Still can't trigger him because I have no influence on the Institute. So how about scouting again? I feel like just plinking away at it. Danto, gray. He's worth 5 points for each copper and white on all locations. There's a couple coppers out, no whites. So I'm just going to take another helium. So now I've maxed out my 25 from him. Oh, so I don't know, because I don't really want to. So one thing about this game, maybe I'm missing something. I'm not sure. I feel like it's, under normal conditions, pretty challenging to get more than your initial 5 cards, which I don't think is terrible. Anyway, it's the automa's turn. 2 cards coming out. Oops, upside down. So, deploys to A, which is the Institute. Ooh, there's the Invictus, big old ship. Picks up from Luna. So that other green goes away. Ooh, there's the orange cobbler. Banishes bottom card. Ooh, there's a violet, which I no longer care about. Then, bling, deploys to Jupiter. Oh, there's Fitchner, which I don't particularly, I mean, Severo, he's already triggered because there's additional 20 points because I've got Victra. I don't get 20 points for each of them, as long as I have one of them, of Severo, or a Victra, the Howlers, or any red. Picks up from B, oh, sorry, pick up the exact one they just put out. Oh, no, that's not what they just put out. Pick up from B, trigger that location. Whoop. So there it's 6 helium. Yeah, all right, cool. That's that. Back to me. Still, nothing else seems tastier yet. That's 25 points additional. So he's worth 35. This orange is worth 20. It's only worth 30. If it, yep, still not tasty enough. What does Invictus do? If deployed on Mars, advance once on the fleet track. Okay, that seems intriguing so far. It's worth additional 16 points if you are the most advanced on the fleet track. -9 if opponent is more advanced. Well, so that makes it 35 points, which is exactly what the stockbroker is worth. So, you know, I'm at 6 here. I'm just going to do this thing. Ooh, musician. It's worth an additional 32 points on top of 8. If the core value of each of your cards is an even number, they're not. So I'm going to put him on Mars. So now I'm at my 7 helium. I just need to get 7 on the fleet track. So maybe 2 more turns. So I can just scout twice. feel like it's uninteresting, but trigger that end game and hope. I don't know, because I don't really know how this scoring is going to turn out on their side. They deploy to Mars. Bling. With the group counselor. They pick up from D, so they get that grab boot cobbler. And they get Luna effect, which is take the token and get so they are now at 7 helium as well. So we are both at 7 there. I'm a little closer because I'm at 5 on the fleet track. They're only at 2. And they've only got 4 on the Institute. All right. And this next one, they deploy a card to D. There's, ooh, the Jackal. Did I want the Jackal? Because he, Victra, no, I don't want the Jackal. Nope, that must have been something else earlier. I don't care. Anyway, deployed Jackal to D, picks up from the Institute, so they get that Invictus. And stars, ooh, there's the Institute. Now they're at 5 there. They're 2 away. I am 2 away from triggering the end game. I need 2 on the fleet, they need 2 on the Institute. And bing, bang, boom, we're done. Back to me. So guess what I'm going to do? Just plain old Scout to Jupiter. Sponsor comes out, silver. They're worth 2 additional points for each influence on the Institute, of which I still have 0. I'm not caring about her. I go to 6. Okay. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Actually, really just no Institute thing. They deploy to B. Another pink. Ooh, Calliope. They pick up from Jupiter. And they go up on the fleet track. I'm not concerned about that too much. Next, they deploy to A, the Institute. Oh, there's a white, the Justice. They pick up from Mars. They take that Calliope and nothing else. I'm triggering the end of the game because I went first. They'll have 1 more turn. Oopsies. And you know what? I'm just going to see how this turns out. Place it out there. Bridge. Obsidian. Which puts me at 7. Triggering end game. So they're there. Like there's a person here. The Automa is going to have its final turn. And that's it. So we're going to see how this goes. This is about to wrap things up. They deploy to A. They pick up from A, the Pulse Fist Engineer. They banish something, which honestly I don't think matters, but I'll do it anyway. The next, they deploy to B, which is Mars. They pick up from Luna, which is the Jackal. And they get that ability, which is pick that up and that. So that's going to be a couple more points for them. But that's it there. All right, now on to scoring. I should have read how scoring works. On a normal difficulty, Automa gains points in the following ways. She has a base score of 70. That's right. So I'm going to pull out my little score sheet thing here. So, can't really see it here. But Automa and me and Layman. I meant to look up the app again. Poop. So they have a base score of 70. Just going to write that there. And points for the fleet track, which is normal 6. Helium, which is 3 each. They have 8 times 3 is 24. They do have the sovereign token, so they get 10 for that. They have the most on influence, so they get 4 points for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that's 20. That's going to hurt me because I have 0 there. And then, instead of scoring their hand per normal, she gains the following. I didn't watch the video all the way through. So cards in her hand that are matching, if their core value is odd, even, note that 0 is even, that's right. Otherwise, they are non-matching. cards in her hand that are matching. Oh, I think matching is odd, so I want to be counting up the odds, I believe. Even, 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 odd, even, even, odd, even, even, odd, even, odd, even, odd, odd, even, odd, odd. Sure, I didn't do that. Oh, I did that all off camera, sorry. These are all evens. Right. So I don't think those are going to count. So all of these are the odds. Otherwise, they're not matching. Sort their cards into matching and non-matching. Reduce Automa's hand to 20 cards. Discard non-matching cards first. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because I think we're keeping. That was 9. And then I'm going to take 11 from the non-matching. So sort cards into matching and non-matching. Reduce Automa's hand to 20 cards. So I discard non-matching cards first, then matching until she has 20. I feel like that's described backwards, at least to how my brain works. And maybe I'm thinking of this wrong, but it seems to me to count up the ones you are keeping. So you count up the matching ones and then add to your hand non-matching ones until you have 20. Matching until she has 20 left. Yeah, I feel like that's described backwards, at least for me. So I'm taking 11 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Non-matching ones. Now I have 20 cards in the hand. Again, 6 points for matching cards and 3 for non-matching. So 6 times 9 is 56. I'm just going to put these down here. No, I'm going to do 56 there. And then what is it? 3 for non-matching. So that's 33 for that. She gains 6 points per matching card, 3 for non-matching, other difficulty levels. Yeah. So does she still get the -10 for having more? I don't think so. It doesn't say anything about that, so we'll just leave that alone. So let's add this up. I am going to do it with the calculator because I want to make sure math isn't so bad. So we've got 33 plus 70 plus 56 plus 24 and 6 is 30 plus another 30. So 219. I feel like we were in the 200s last night, so maybe that's solid-ish normal. I don't really know. Now let's score my stuff, shall we? So I just have my 5 cards, so I don't have any end of game things. So switch to orange. But I get the top value points. So 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. 80 for top corner value. Then, and maybe I'll do all these next. Fleet track, I get 28. So, rank 7 there. 3 points for each of these. That's 21 for helium. I do not have anything. I do not have the sovereign token, nor do I have any influence. It stings a bit. -10 for each card over 7. I have just the solid 5 cards. So he gives me another, I'm just going to put these out here, 25, because 5 for each helium, maximum 25. The packs gives me another 15 if with Darrow, Severo, I have Severo, so ding, there we go. I have Severo, so another 15 there. Severo gives me 20 if with Victra, which I am, so that's 20 for that. And Victra gives me 10 for being with Severo. I don't have the Howlers, so that's only, so let's call that 30 there. Now let's add that up, shall we? So 80 plus 15 is 95, plus 25 plus that's 30 plus 28 plus 21 equals 199. Oh, 29 points behind. I didn't do really well. I feel like at least getting into the low 200s is good. Anyway, I still enjoy this game. I like it. The automata, you don't really have to think about stuff. You just sort of follow the directions of exactly what the cards instruct you to do. I find that's nice. So it's not like I'm having to read their cards and trigger things from their cards. It's just simply, take one from the deck, put it on A. Then you take something from A. In this case, put it on whatever the B location is, and then you pick up the one from Luna. Nice and simple. These little additional arrows that if you don't have anything to pick up from Luna, you pick up next to the next one on its right, whatever the direction the arrow is pointing. I think that really is. So when you watch a video or read through the instructions, it sort of feels or sounds like, is that a lot of stuff? Not so much. On the good news, the camera held out throughout all of this, so maybe problem solved. Watch next Thursday. Why is my nose so itchy? Next Thursday, Lulu will be here, and it'll crap out again. Let's hope not. Fingers crossed. Anyway, that's it for this edition of Game Speak, which is actually gameplay, solo edition, just me. And I will see you, at the very least, next Thursday. Or no, I guess I'll stream or record something probably on Monday. But see you next week.